Welcome, welcome to lesson 19. At the end of this class, you should be able to read tricky words. You should be able to ask and answer questions about key details in the story Beth. You should be able to read the story Beth. Okay, now we're starting with tricky words for today. Yes, we have two new tricky words for today. Remember, tricky words are words that do not play by the rules. Today we will learn two more tricky words. Okay, our tricky word for today is, can you tell me what is this? Can you tell me what this is? Is it I don't even know how to pronounce that. Is it D? People used to call it D, right? The egg, the bag, the book. Okay, this is pronounced as wash me as I segment and stroke. Sorry, this is segmented as the end. So can you tell me what this is? Is it an O? Is it an U? Okay, before I tell you the spelling, let me circle this. Let me circle the A. This is the tricky part. The A is the tricky part in this tricky word. The A changed to O. Okay? Now this is pronounced as D. Or the. So I think you've heard me say calling it the last slice of pizza, the bag, the girl. It is not D, but the. Now can you say it with me? The. One more time. The. Okay. Just like this is the last slice of pizza. So it is door. Just like as if you are saying the door you used to pass your door in your room. And yes, the. It is not D, but the. Okay? This is a new tricky word. A new tricky word is the. Tricky word the. This is the slice of pizza. My book is on the table. Open the door. Let me have the bag. Let me have the pen. It is the. Okay? That's good. Now the next tricky word is, what's this? Who? Okay, it's who. So, who is pronounced and segmented as, this is H and my stroke. Who? I'll do that again. This is H, then my stroke, then ooh, then another stroke. So here we have who has my doll? Who is that? Who is coming? Who are you? Okay, this is tricky word who. So today we learned two tricky words, and they are tricky word the and tricky word who. Okay, that's good. Now let's practice reading today's tricky word. We put these words into our own sentences. Okay, you put it in your own sentences and practice them. Okay, that's good. Now today in this class we will begin reading the book Snapshots. Yes, hooray, hooray. Are you happy? Yes, because I've been getting a lot of questions. When are we going to start reading Snapshots? Yes, we've started. In this lesson, we are going to begin reading a reader snapshot. So, what is a snapshot? Do you know what a snapshot is? Okay, I'll tell you. A snapshot is a picture that has been taken with a camera. A snapshot is a picture that has been taken with a camera. So I can say a snapshot is a picture, yeah. A snapshot is a picture. Okay, now that you know what a snapshot is, let's forge ahead. Snapshot is about a girl named Beth. Beth, the voiceless sound. So it's Beth. Snapshot is about a girl named Beth, who is 10 years old. Beth is 10 years old. Okay. Beth lives in the United States, or the US for short. US stands for United States, okay? So Beth lives in the United States. Beth is going to take a trip to the United Kingdom. Yes, Beth lives in US and she's going to take a trip to the United Kingdom. That's UK. US is United States, okay? United States, that's US. While UK is United Kingdom, okay? So Beth is going to make a trip to the UK. So when I say UK, it means United Kingdom. When I say US, it means United States, okay? That's good. So in this story, Beth tells us about her trips and shares some snapshots she has taken. Yes, in this story, Beth is going to tell us about her trip, and she will share with some snapshots with us. Remember, I told you that snapshot is a picture taken with a camera. Okay. Now let's take a look at our new big book. This is our new big book. Where is it again? This is it. Snapshot. Yes, this is Snapshot. Okay, I know you've seen it. That's our new big book. Stories usually have a title that tells what the story is about. Yes, every story has a title. So if you are to write a story, what will you write? Will you put a title? Will you add a title? Yes. If you are to write a story, you will definitely have a title. So the title of today's story is Beth. The title of today's story is Beth. You listen carefully to learn about Beth. Okay? You listen carefully to learn about Beth. So this is our title for today's story. Beth. Now, stories are made up of sentences, yes. Stories are made up of sentences. They are made up of their periods, as in full stops. They are capital letters. Then remember that a sentence is a complete thought. And I always say, the first letter in the word of a sentence is capitalized. It's always in a big letter. And it ends with a little dot called a period. The period means we stop and take a breath when reading. I will take that again. A sentence is a complete thought, you know. The first letter in the word of a sentence is capitalized. When I want to start writing a sentence, the first letter will be in capital letter. And it ends with a little dot called a period. I also told you it can be called a full stop, okay? The period means, the full stop means you stop reading and take a breath. Okay? That's good. Now, let's take a look at the table of contents. Now, look at these two pictures at the top of your screen where they wrote snapshot. This is how a table of contents looks like. A table of contents tells us exactly the exact page where the story we are looking for is found. Okay? If I say, Beth, tell me which page Beth is found, you will tell me, you will quickly use your hand, and this is the first one, Beth. You will trace it the way I'm doing, and it's pointing at 2, right? Oh, you know that the story of Beth is on page 2. So you see the essence of table of contents. It makes it easier for you to find a particular story. Okay, what if I say on the bus? I'm looking for the story that has the title on the bus. You quickly look at your table of contents. I'm looking for on the bus. Okay, I've seen it. I will quickly trace it there and I will say, oh, it's on page 48. That's how we use the table of contents. So, what page will you turn today? What page? We are reading Beth. That's our title. You already know. So what page will you turn to today? Page what? Page 2. That's good. Okay, now let's read the story once without stopping. Let's read the story once without stopping. I'm not going to stop. No, not at all. Okay, Beth. I am Beth. I am 10. I am at camp. Camp is fun. That's the picture, the snapshot of Beth. Once Mom and Dad went on a trip to the camp. All of us were at the camp. Dad and I went up on top of our path at the pond. Mom got a snapshot of us. This is the snapshot. Then Mom let us snap some shots. Dad got a snapshot of Mom. I got a snapshot of a dog with a hot dog. Okay, now, let's read the story again. Then I will ask you questions about the story. Okay, let's go. Okay, this is our story now. I will be a little bit slower than the other one. I am Beth. I am 10. I am at camp. Camp is fun. This is Beth. Once Mom and Dad went on a trip to the camp. All of us were at the camp. Dad and I went up on top of our path at the pond. I think that's Beth and Beth's dad. Mom got a snapshot of us. This is the snapshot. Now, I want to ask a question. Who got a snapshot of Beth and his dad? Mom. It was Mom that snapped them with her camera. Okay, that's good. Now, then Mom let us snap some shots. Dad got a snapshot of Mom. Then it was Mom's turn. Remember when they were here, Beth and her dad, it was Mom that snapped them. And when it was Mom's turn to be snapped, it was Dad that snapped shot of Mom. Dad got a snapshot of Mom. Okay, now it was okay, I wouldn't leak the secret. I got a snapshot of a dog with a hot dog. Okay, who got a snapshot? When I'm talking about I. And who is, let me just tell you, who is the narrator? Who is this story all about? The story is all about Beth. That's good. So Beth is the narrator. She's the one talking to us. She's the one telling us. She's the one that went for a trip at the UK. She's the one that is narrating everything that happened. So she's the one that got a snapshot of a dog with a hot dog. Okay, now it's question time. Question number one. Where are Beth and her parents? Where were Beth and her parents? Where? I'm waiting. Where? Okay, I'll help you out. Beth and her parents were at the camp. Beth and her parents were at the camp. Question number 2. Who is telling us the story? Who? Beth. Okay, that's good. So Beth is the narrator. When you hear who is the narrator, narrator means the person that is telling us the story. So it is Beth that is telling us the story. So Beth is the narrator. Question number 3. Beth took a funny snapshot. Yes, she took a funny snapshot, right? Even when I was reading it, I laughed. It was funny. What did she take a picture of? Can you tell me? Beth took a funny snapshot. Yes, she took a picture of a dog with a hot dog. Beth took a picture of a dog with a hot dog, and that's actually funny. Okay, it's time to take a wrap. It's time to wrap up. Don't forget to work on your worksheet 9.1, where you will answer these questions from Beth. Okay, see you in lesson 20.